Right, hello everybody and welcome to the preview for Hull City versus Wigan Athletic on Saturday the 1st of May at the KCOM Stadium, 3 o'clock kick-off. We're going up, boys, we're going up, boys and girls. The main objective of the season is done. Now, we need to focus on winning the title, and we'll talk about how we can do that later on in this preview. But because we have exited the month of April, it is time for me to announce my player of the month for April 2021. I have gone for Josh McGuinness, Mr. Consistent. He was brilliant last month, and I hope that he continues that. So, there you are, Josh. Added to the winners board, I believe, for the first time. Yeah, I've just looked through. He's still not quite at Jared Bowen levels yet. He's still not quite at Leo da Silva winning it twice in 3 months. But, you know, he's got his name on the board. And that one with the main bulk of the preview. KCOM Stadium, 1st of May 2021. You can see on the match details there. 3 PM UK time kick-off. Final home game of the season. So the final time, fingers crossed, us season pass holders will ever have to get an iFollow code emailed to us by the guys at Communications at Hull City. And it's our final home game this season in League One. And hopefully it's our final home game in League One for a few years. At least. On to team news then. At the time of recording, we do not know, well, I do not know what's going on with George Honeyman. So you'll see the graphic says there, George Honeyman will / not be fit for Hull City's final home game of the season after coming off at half-time in the 2-1 away win at Lincoln with an ankle injury. That's because I was expecting to see Grant McCann talking to the media today to give us an update. We've got nothing at the time of recording. However, judging by the fact Honeyman was pretending to be Freddie Mercury dancing to Queen, I imagine he'll be fit. You know, Jacob Greaves said it. It's amazing what a few beers can do. On with the rest of it then. So as we don't know about Honeyman, we'll just carry on. Brandon Fleming and Max Clark are closing in on returns from pubic bone and hamstring injuries respectively. The duo of Hull-born left-backs featured for the under-23s in a 3-1 win against Bristol City to build up their match fitness last Tuesday, brackets 20th of April. They were joined in that game by Jordan Flores, who has had a string of injuries since arriving in Hull in January, so he was trying to gain match fitness. Clark and Flores also featured in a 2-1 under-23s win against Colchester United under-23s on Monday, brackets 26th of April. Thomas Meyer is out of his protective boot after breaking his metatarsal in an under-23s fixture a few months ago and will start working on the grass across the next 3 to 4 weeks. He will return in time for the start of next season. Callum Jones has been missing through injuries since November. After recovering from a hamstring problem, Jones was an unused substitute in the 1-1 draw against Gillingham and the 2-1 win against Crewe Alexandra and has since been missing with a groin injury. He, like Meyer, will not be featuring in the remaining 2 games of the season. Festus Arter is back on the grass after a thigh injury sustained in training during January. He will also not feature until next season. Ref watch then. Bobby Madley is the main man with the 2 linos being Mark Cunliffe and Paul Newhouse. Andy Haynes is the 4th official. Stats then, these are taken from our last game against Lincoln. We had 18 shots against Lincoln. Of those 18, 7 were on target. Hull City had 38% of possession. Hull City committed 13 fouls. The Tigers made 20 tackles. City won 61% of aerial duels in the game. And City made 317 passes in the game with a pass accuracy of 73%. What do I think then? I'm over the moon that we're going up as a roller, you lot, I imagine. And we can play with a bit more freedom now promotion is done, but we still need to win so we can get the title. The Peterborough-Doncaster game was a good result for us in midweek. If we win and Peterborough drop points, we win the league. Simple as. If we just win our next 2, regardless of what Peterborough do, the title is ours. So the ways we can win the league today, well not today, tomorrow, against Wigan. We win, Peterborough draw, We win, Peterborough lose. We draw, Peterborough lose. I believe those are the 3 ways. But realistically, all we need to do is match Peterborough's results for these final 2 games, because the goal difference swing, we've got 7 more goals than them. Our goal difference is 7 better than theirs. Realistically, they're not going to catch. As long as we win our next 2, they're not going to catch. So, we're nearly there, boys. It's not mathematically confirmed, but we're basically there. On to head-to-head battles then. Josh McGuinness will have to get past George Johnston, and Jacob Greaves will have to stop Will Keane. Current form now then, these sides, 2 of the most informed teams in the division. Hull City, unbeaten in 13 after losing 1-0 to Ipswich. We have gone on an amazing run, beating everyone who we faced, bar Sunderland, Gillingham and Northampton. Wigan likewise are also on a great run. I'm just trying to see where their last defeat was. Their last defeat was against Gillingham on the 31st of March. Since then no, it wasn't. They're on a 5-game unbeaten run there. I've just seen that now. So Wigan's unbeaten run, they beat Doncaster 4-1, beat Sunderland 2-1, beat Crewe 2-0, beat Shrewsbury 2-1, drew 1-1 with Burton. For us, in our last 5, we've beaten Northampton 3-0, Plymouth 3-0, Fleetwood 2-1. We've drawn 2-0 with Sunderland and beaten Lincoln 2-1. We're second in the league for home form, second in the league for away record as well. 26 wins, 8 draws, 10 losses this season. The league's top scorers with 77 goals. The league's best defence with 36. Wigan have the worst home record in the league. They are bottom of the pile when it comes to home record. They're bang smack mid-table, however, when it comes to away form. They've won 13 games this season, drawn 9, lost 22, scored 50 goals, conceded 70. And you can see on the league table there, everything that's confirmed so far this season. We are going up. Bristol Rovers and Swindon are both going down. Northampton's relegation could be confirmed if they fail to win. I'm just trying to have a look there, do some math. Sorry if I'm far away from the microphone for a second. So, what's that? They can gain 6. If they drop points, regardless of what Wigan, Rochdale, AFC Wimbledon, whoever do, they can't be caught. They can't get out of that relegation zone. Northampton will go down. Rochdale, the same. If they drop points, regardless of what Wigan do, they're down. In terms of going up, Peterborough, all Peterborough need is a point, I believe. Who can still make playoffs? Charlton. They've got 3. Charlton can still do. MK Dons in there 2. That's 67. So MK Dons, Charlton, Oxford can still get in the playoffs. Everyone else in there can slip out of it, I do still believe. But away from my terrible mental maths, there is the league statistics screen where you can see a lot of stats. If you want to pause the video and have a good thorough look, now's your chance. Alright then, on to around the grounds in League 1 on Matchday 45. Accrington Stanley face Charlton. AFC Wimbledon face Portsmouth. Bristol Rovers face Crewe Alexandra. Burton Albion face Gillingham. Fleetwood Town face MK Dons. Northampton face Blackpool in a game they need to win to stay in the division. stand any hope of staying in the division. Peterborough play Lincoln, that's massive. Plymouth face Sunderland. Rochdale play Doncaster, and again they need to win to have any hope of staying in League One. Shrewsbury play Oxford, and Swindon face Ipswich. Memorable match we don't need to talk about because we lost 8-0. Last time out, we got redemption for that. We won 5-0 away at the DW. Malik Wilkes hat-trick, King, Lewis Potter and Josh McGuinness grabbed the others. And there is our record against Wigan. First game coming on the 17th of October, 1981. 2-0 defeat for Hull City. However, since then, we've not had a great record against these guys. Let's be real. But we did beat them in the Premier League, although they did beat us 5-0 in the Premier League. We don't talk about that. Anyway, shared shirts, David Marshall. He was with Hull City from 2016 to 2019 in 67 appearances. Obviously, he didn't score. He's a goalkeeper. For Wigan, he left us, joined them in 38 appearances for Wigan. He didn't score because he's a goalkeeper. On to my predicted 11 now then. In Grant McCann's obvious 4-3-3 formation. No fancy graphics because you know exactly what the team's going to be. So there's it in picture form, and I'll just run you through it really quickly. Matt Ingram in goal. Back four, the captain Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, Jacob Greaves and Callum Elder. Central midfield 3 of George Honeyman, Regan Slater and Greg Docherty. Malik Wilkes on the right, Keane Lewis Potter on the left and Josh McGuinness leading the line. The bench, George Long, Reece Burke, Richie Smallwood, Tom Eaves, Josh Emanuel, Dan Crowley and Gavin White. And that is how that team lines up on the pitch. On to now then my predicted score. Very fast paced into this preview. I don't know why I've gone so quick. Will we get the win at home? Could we maybe beat them enough to match the 8-0 across this season? I don't think we'll do that, but I think it'll be 7-0 on aggregate across this season and we will win 2-0. Thank you very much for watching this one, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, slap a like on it, subscribe if you're new. And hopefully we can walk away after if not this game, but the next one away at Charlton. One of them shouting, "We are the champions, my friends." Not going to sing it properly because I'll get copyright claimed. Cool. Because, yeah, thanks UMG. Anyway, see you later, everyone. Goodbye.